Well, hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And of course, for this film to kind of continue the baseball movie theme, I'm going to be discussing a movie that took place in the early 90s called The Sandlot. But at that time, which came out in 1993, and I understand there was a couple of direct-to-video sequels of The Sandlot, which I haven't seen. So I'm just going to talk about just the one film, and that's it. Well, like I said, during the early 90s, there was a lot of baseball movies that's aimed at kids. And this was like before the 94 strike. So there was a couple of baseball films aimed at kids. And this was like one of them. You had this movie, you had The Sandlot, you had a movie they just previously reviewed, the remake of Angels in the Outfield. You had a movie called Little Big League, which I might get to. I haven't seen that movie for a long time, but I might get to it. And you also had another movie called Rookie of the Year, which is like the most annoying of the movies of the genre of baseball movies aimed at kids. I think that because they try and get kids more interested in baseball instead of football or soccer. So please go for baseball. Football sucks. Right? Especially after this past Super Bowl. Football sucks. Right? Well, get back. Then I'm a little mad against football. But back to The Sandlot. The Sandlot kind of reminds me of Field of Dreams meets The Wonder Years. What I mean by that is how the movie depicts baseball, kind of like Field of Dreams. How it depicts baseball, but also it has kind of like the funny animation bit like you had in the television show The Wonder Years. But as far as Tom Gidby, excuse me, scientists again. The Dennis Leary also saw Karen Allen from Maze of the Lost Ark. And I think the movie, and also saw James Earl Jones, and the ugliest movie dog you ever going to see in your life, the Beast. But the movie itself, I think it's a very good movie for kids, very good movie for adults who are now in the 50s and 60s who remember playing Sandlot ball when they were kids. Then the movie takes place in 1962, and it follows a kid named Smalls. Yes, that's his name. His last name is Smalls. And he moves into Southern California, into the valley. He doesn't know anything about baseball at all. But he ends up joining a group of neighborhood kids. And the leader was, his name is Benny Rodriguez, who was like the best ball player in the whole area. Of course, they play on the Sandlot. And of course, they play baseball every single day, no matter what type of weather, rain, snow, whatever. Well, snow in Southern California, but play baseball no matter what. Especially, and this is during the summer of 1962, when the Dodgers have been out of Brooklyn and been in LA for a couple of years at that point. And it was the first year when they're playing in Dodger Stadium, actually, in 1962. And of course, they, Benny Rodriguez became best friends with this kid, Smalls, and to teach him how to play baseball, because they didn't know how to play, they didn't know how to throw the ball, they didn't know how to catch the ball. And so he taught him all these things. He joins this Sandlot team. And of course, through the movie, you have all these little adventures, and every time when they hit a ball over the outfield fence, or left field fence, and then behind the back door of this guy who everybody claims was the meanest guy in the neighborhood, because in the end of the movie you see who he was. Played by James Earl Jones. And they had this dog, this mean dog called the Beast. And the rumor has it that this dog ate somebody. It was probably like a squad dog, and it ate somebody. Well, throughout the movie, they had Smalls. His father died. His real father died. and his mother, played by Karen Allen, remarries Dennis Leary. And of course, Dennis Leary had a baseball that was signed by Babe Ruth. And the kid Smalls was so dumb he didn't know who Babe Ruth was. So it's one particular the main part, the main subplot is they takes the ball because they hit the ball over the fence. And one of the kids hit the ball over the fence, and of course he can't play no more. So no, we can't play no more because he hit the ball to the beast. So Small says, "Oh, I got a ball at home." The goalpost swipes the Babe Ruth ball, plays with it, hits the home run over the fence. Oh my God, he got the ball back. And it's signed by a girl. Well, what girl are you talking about? Let's see. She put a name on it. It's a Baby Ruth. It goes, Babe Ruth! And they all try to get the ball back. And that's like the funniest sequence of the whole film, trying to get the ball back. And of course they do. Benny Rodriguez jumps over the fence, get the ball back from the Beast, and the Beast chases him all over the neighborhood, which is a pretty funny sequence. Not a physical comedy in that sequence. And of course they go in the house and they knock on the door. And of course the James Jones character says, "Why you just knock on my door? I won't get the ball for you." And of course they beat up one of the other kids for that, for this rumor with the guy who was supposed to be a mean guy. But one of the funniest scenes in the movie, of course, at the time that the Sandlot came out, that was when Baywatch was the top most watched TV show in the world. So even though this movie is supposed to be based in 1962, they kind of put in almost like a Baywatch thing in here. Because there was this little nerdy kid, even nerdy in that Smalls character, Squints, who wears glasses like I do, and is a skinny little kid who has this crush on this girl, Rennie Peppercorn. Yes, that was the girl's name in the movie, Peppercorn. And she works as a knife guard in a local pool. And of course, Squints is checking the girl out. She's staying on a lifeguard tower at the pool, looking down on everybody. She's rubbing suntan lotion on her legs, her arms, and everyone else. So yeah, she knows what she's doing. Yeah. And of course, Squints decides to fake drowning so she could come rescue him. So she dives in, pulls the kid out, and starts giving the kid mouth to mouth. And of course, the kid opens his eyes with a big smile on his face, and they go, "What?" And the kid says, "What?" And of course, Squints grabs and starts giving him a real big long kiss. And of course, when she was able to pull away from him, she says, "You look," perfect. And of course, the other kid says, another final line says, "Oh man, he's a deep shit." As he yanks all the kids out, bans the kid from the pool. And every time they walk by the pool, he looks at the lifeguard looks at Squints and smiles. And the funny thing is, at the end of the movie, where the main character who narrates the movie says, "Well, what happened to each one of the kids on that team?" It mentions that Squints married Rennie Peppercorn and they had 9 kids, which is probably exaggerated, but for the movie it was funny that they had 9 kids and married them. So, but the movie itself was a pretty funny movie. Like I said, I think about 4 or 5 different movies that came out in the mid 90s. So it's aimed at kids, and I think this was like the first one. And because after the year before, when Nigga Them All came out in '92, and then, like I said, made a boatload of money, so they could make more baseball films. But all of them were aimed at kids. And except for, I think, two of them, 3 of them, except for the Sandlot, not one of them ends up with a championship game at the end. All the other ones that I mentioned do. Like the remake of Angels in the Outfield, Little Big League, and Rookie of the Year, they all set it on a clinching game or championship game or something. And like clinching the division or winning a playoff game or even the actual playoffs or one game playoff or a World Series game on the other three movies. Which is why baseball movies are not being made as much because it's become baseball movies have become too predictable. That's my review of the Sandlot. Please like the movie. Please comment on. Please subscribe to my channel and thanks for watching.